day to be in the studio. I'm always super excited whenever I come to the studio. Well, because I get to gist, I get to have fun, I get to learn. So this is where I welcome you to another exciting episode of On This Table. On This Table is exclusive to Kingsprimetv. This is a show where we bring you issues confronting life and the world at large, and of course, bring possible solutions to these life issues. My name is Joy Dixon, and I am your host on this amazing show. Let's go on this quick break. When I come back, the show will kick off. Don't go nowhere. Hello there. Are you yet to register for Credit to Fame Season 2? Audition is still on for Credit to Fame Season 2 Unlock Your Talent Edition. To be a part of it and to get the opportunity to compete with the first, second, or third prizes, download the Kingsprimetv app. Click on Get Your C2F code. Subscribe with 1,500 Naira and you will get a code to register. Visit www.creditofame.com and register for free with the code. I can't wait to see you in the house. Good luck. Welcome back. Now, being a girl child in a society where they say is a man's word can be very challenging. First of all, to the parents and to the girl in particular. So today we're going to be talking about raising a girl child, especially in a male-dominated world. We're going to be talking about the challenges. We're going to be talking about everything involved, everything surrounding raising a girl child. And with me in the house, she has been on the show before. She's someone that I love so dearly. I love talking to her because whenever she's in the studio, don't worry, we get to hear lots and lots of things. She's a mother, she's a wife, she's an actor, she's also a boss herself. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Happiness Oge Lawrence. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me again.
What is it that you do that makes your skin glow like this? Tell me. You have to tell me. You look so beautiful. What's going on?
Oh, this woman is always making me to feel shy. I'm shy right now.
You look beautiful today.
Thank you.
So good.
Thank you. And you too, you look amazing.
Well, thank you.
I've been looking at your lashes. I said, this woman is unfadable.
Let's try. Okay, so you're a mother,
Yes.
and you have a beautiful daughter. So let's start from the very first time you heard a cry of your beautiful daughter there in the theater. How did that make you feel?
Wow. It makes me feel important. Though I didn't feel like I have two, a boy and the girl. And the girl came second. So I didn't feel like it's more special than I felt because
when you had the boy,
I wasn't really looking for any sex.
Oh, okay.
God just arranged it.
Yeah, as in.
So I felt good.
Yeah.
Just as I felt the first time.
Okay.
So it was
So now, watching her grow, do you have fears? Are there some things that you just look at her and you be like, God, please help me be the best mother I can be?
Honestly, I'm afraid up to this moment because at her age, very tender, less than 11 years, she's already wearing bra.
Like her hormones are really strong, yeah.
So when I look at her, my mind is, I say, hey, God, help me. Help me. You know, there are some of these crazy men around that they look at small girls, knowing fully where they are small, and they're looking at them. And they want to spoil them. They want to destroy their future. So when I look at her, I say, God, help me. She's growing rapidly, I say, God, even faster than the brother.
Okay.
So, my dear, when you have a girl child, I know both of them, you can entertain fears.
Yeah.
But of a truth, for example, if your son impregnates a woman, they will bring the woman to you.
Yeah. It's easier for you to handle it.
To handle
the situation, yes.
Than when your daughter
gets pregnant.
Gets impregnated before her time. So, a lot of things, if you have a girl child, so many things you need to. In fact, you need to start on time more because it's a lot of work. No, it's a lot of work. Even in their activities, the way they handle their things, the way they reason. You know, sometimes women reason faster than the men folks, as an age mates. You see women reasoning twice her male age mates. So, but there's so many things to be afraid of when you have a baby girl. But what are you going to do? You still have to handle it. I tell myself, if I can scale through, then my daughter can also scale through.
Okay. So now you have agreed that in this society we have some men that I don't know. I don't know what to say. So, from a child's tender age, especially a girl's tender age. In fact, at what age do you start teaching her about sex? I mean, about her body changing, and then what to expect in the future.
If it's possible, you start from zero. If it's possible, you start from when the baby is on the womb. As I saying things. They have ears, just like we say the walls have ears. They also have ears, they hear.
Yeah, they do.
So, but properly now, from the age of 5, you've started already. You've started telling her. Mostly in this stage we are in now, they have a lot of rapid growth. It's like a computer age. You see them reasoning 5 times how you reasoned years back. So you start telling them. Mostly from 5, you begin to expose some names like sex, friendship, relationship. They differentiate it for you so that you begin to tell them a lot. This is how it is. You may not tell them exactly this is the end of this, but you can just, open up a chat relationship. Make your girl child your friend. Make her open up. If you are very rigid with words, they will be afraid of you. You won't get the best part of them. But, when you're with them, make them free. Like, let them be free to tell you about their friends. Even at 5 years, they've started having friends. They can tell you my friend. They will come out and say my friend. Even at 3, they will say my friend. I met a new girl today. She's... Sometimes they'll tell her, hi, I met a new boy. He's my friend. You smile. You say, oh, really? What's his name? His name is Sister. So say, oh, you don't go all out immediately. How? She will not tell you again. But you play around her. How you met? What's his name? What class? Have you found out his best colors? And all of that. What did you talk about? You will see. She will be smiling and she will be telling you. She will open up. That is one way you can begin early to capture your girl child. As soon as you have gained that ground, even if she's 19, she won't depart from it. The Bible says, train up a child in the way he should go. And when he grows, he won't depart from it. So if you don't start when he's a child, it's not when the child becomes a teenager, you will become to instill morals to that child. You will lose it.
So now, how do you build a child's confidence?
Fine. Just like I said, you open up a discussion, forum. You talk to her. Like my daughter, way back, she loved to, my friend, my friend, is my friend now. At some time I called her. I said, explain to me, what do you understand?
By friend.
By friend, so that I can understand though. When they're saying he's my friend, you don't even know. And the life is fast transforming. That, do you know, one day they told me last week, they brought a sweet. I bought a sweet innocently. And they told me, Mommy, do you know people can use this sweet and do nonsense? I said, I don't understand sweet. Wow. He said, yes, now see now. Do you know on the sweet, they wrote, I miss you. I love you. You are cute. Kisses. I said, He
Are
said,
you serious?
Something happened. And one boy threw the sweet at one girl. And it was, I love you. And the girl, went all out to warn the boy, stop that nonsense. Don't stop telling me that. There is nothing we cannot hear. Through sweet things you may call childish, things you may say, buy sweet for children. And now they are writing, I love you, I miss you. And these children understood it. And they are now using it to communicate effectively. As soon as they throw the sweet at you, you know what they mean. They have said a whole lot
of things
with one sweat. Yeah. Do you understand? So now, to instigate confidence in your girl child, you begin to communicate. Communication is key to everything, in fact. You begin to communicate. You begin to train her. You tell her, like I told my girl, you don't go out for friends. Your friends should not choose you. Choose your friends. Yeah. It's not everybody that should be your friend. Like, I changed her. She got a new school now. I said, if you get to that school, don't be quick to make friends. Don't make, a lot of people will be coming around you because you're a new girl. They want to, a new girl is in the school. So many people are good at making friends, making you feel at home. I said, be careful. Let everybody be your friend and let nobody be your friend. You will sit down and you watch as the subjects, as the training, teaching is going on, as things are unfolding. You will be watching because I want you to be a friend to an intelligent girl in the class. Because they say, show me your friend, and I will tell you who you are. So when you may make mistakes now that you're new, you may go and become a friend to a very, in fact, a dull child. And somebody that doesn't like to read, somebody that does not answer questions in the class, and you begin to behave like that. But when your friend is very intelligent, your friend may say, let's read. And we're having tests now before the teacher comes. Let's read. Did you read? Did you do this? Did you do that? You will start speaking. You affect. Friendship is contagious. It's contagious. It's very difficult to have a very disobedient child and her friend is a very wonderful person. It is not always common. So you see, your friend, it has a magnetic effect. That's true. It can magnet your character. It can change your character. It can also build your character. It can also kill your character. So to put confidence in this child, you speak. There are some words. Like when I traveled, I don't know if I've said it on this platform before, when I went to Israel, my daughter, before I went, it was a very big stress. At some point, I wanted to cancel the trip because what will I do? She was as if I now, I confided in one lady. I said this. He said, no, you have to begin to, make her understand what life is all about. That you guys are not going to be together all true. Through. Yeah. Okay, what happens when it's time for her to go to school, to the university? What happens? She will leave you. When it's time for her to get married, she will leave you. It's okay, put these words across to her. I started discussing with her. I said, see, I want to travel so that I can make way. If I go, by tomorrow, it may happen that all of us will go. Yeah. If I don't go, things may do this, things may do that. She said, that's good, go. I want you to go. Now, you've gotten her mind ready for that trip. So you can imagine, that changed her mentality mindset, a lot. That changed her mindset a lot. So you open up a communication channel. Talk to her. Those things you want to see in her, begin to tell her about them. Tell her the value of a woman. Tell her, use some people, because they said you cannot correct people in a thing you didn't graduate. I don't know how to put it. Like, what you can't teach people on things you know nothing about. Yeah. So now you begin to tell your child, if you know some of those good people that she can find around, that you can find around her, you use them to advise her. He said, I see this person. I see this auntie that. He's in America. Are you not happy? See how she is playing with her kids. He said, mommy, I want to live that kind of life. I said, yes. And you can only live that kind of life if you do this, if you do that. You tell her, you see, don't ever sit on anybody's lap.
Okay, I think we are really going to talk about this. Let's go on this very quick break. We'll be right back.
Hey guys, well, my name is Chineye Nebe and I am an actress. I believe most people that follow me here do know that I am an actress. So I get messages from people almost every day asking me how they can act, how they can get into the entertainment industry. Well, I've got great news for you. Credit to Fame Season 2 is here. You heard me right. Credit to Fame Season 2 is here. So if you know you can sing, you can act, you can make people laugh, that is, you're a comedian, this is a perfect opportunity for you to show the world that talent of yours. All you need to do is log on to www.credittofame.com to register.
First prize, a car, plus 500,000 naira cash, and a 1-year acting, singing, all comedy contract with Kingsprimetv. Second prize, 1 million naira cash, and a 1-year acting, singing, all comedy contract with Kingsprimetv. Third prize, 500,000 naira, and a 1-year acting, singing, all comedy contract with Kingsprimetv. Here's how to register.
www.kingsprimetv.com and download the app from Google Play Store or Apple App Store. Pay 1,500 naira and subscribe. Then using the code generated, log on to www.credittofame.com and register for free.
Audition starts on the 15th of October and ends on the 31st of October 2020.
If I can do it, then you can too. We are all stars, okay? Love you guys.
Welcome back. Okay, now, so you were talking about teaching your girl child not to sit on a guy's lap.
That's correct.
Now, let's talk about sexual
Exposure.
orientation. Now, for a young girl, I don't know, but back in the day, we know that this was something that our parents really found it very difficult to teach us, to sit us down and tell us, see, don't do this one, no, don't do. In fact, they had names that they called most of these things. And now, recently, I saw an article of a well-known writer, and then she said something. She said, don't be telling your kids that this is their wee or this is their this or this is their thing. Tell them the names. Yes, let them know exactly what is called and all that. Now, telling a girl child don't sit on uncle's lap. So, at what age should you teach your child about sex?
I've said it before. If it's possible, you start from a zero age, because there are sometimes what you think they don't know, they know very well. And if you don't teach them at home, as soon as they've started school, they will learn it in school from other children. And at that point, they will learn anything the children will bring to the table. So if it's from 5 years, it starts. Start, but you don't start with the like baby. You also start gradually. Like you said, you teach them their private parts, what they are being called.
Yes.
You tell them, this is it, this is that. You start immediately. Because at 5 years, they've started school. At 5 years, they should be in a primary school. And at primary school these days, they know a lot. So, if a child of 9 years, there are some children at 9, they've started miswritten. I'm telling you. I heard it and I was shocked. I say, how is this child going to control herself from this point till like 18, till like 20? I say, God have mercy. So if a girl child can start miswritten by 9 years, so if you don't start at 5 or 4, when will you start? Is it when you have to teach her what menstruation is all about and the dangers of menstruation. When you say don't sit on an uncle's lap, it's part of it. There are some people, in fact, sometimes their uncles teach them how to rub them, how to.
That's true. Very correct.
Their uncles, they say, oh yeah, touch me. Oh yeah, touch me. And so that you see them, they will carry the child. They are playing. No, don't allow such nonsense. Don't allow it any longer. Because men are no longer men, not like generally saying. Times have changed. You hear stories of
course,
60-year-old men raped
yes,
a 5-year-old.
Like, what is he
old
enjoying?
girl.
Yes.
It's crazy. One that happened at my junction, beginning of this year. A full-fledged man with a wife and 2 kids raped a 3-year-old. Is it 3 years or 2 years? That the mother was going out and gave this baby girl to the neighbor. Say, please help me, I'm coming. Look after. And they now came back and saw the child crying profusely. And they only check, now saw. Abi somebody peeped and caught him. That did the whole community. I'm not telling you what I didn't see. I was shocked. I was in the market. The whole community, boys, came out and they said they will kill the man. The wife came out and was shedding tears.
Wow.
How could my man
do such a thing? A man with kids.
A child. Not even like a teenager, child. 2 years or 3 years, less than 5 years. And they now checked. The child's private part was messed up. Wow. I don't know how they handle it because I couldn't really stand it. So, my dear, you start early. 3, 4, 5, start telling them. Telling them no uncle carries you on his laps. No uncle tells you to touch his penis. You don't even say wee. But when you say wee, and the man will go there and call penis, they won't know the difference.
They won't know, of course.
They may not really understand it immediately. Tell them, as you're going, anybody calls you, don't answer. If any uncle tries to touch you, start shouting. Start shouting.
Okay, now, you know that there are some men that will actually touch the children and then tell them, if you tell anybody, I will beat you.
That is where communication comes in. See, something could happen and somebody said, don't ever tell your parents. If your child is not close to you,
yeah, that's true,
she will not tell you. If your girl, she won't tell you. She will keep it. She will be afraid. But if that child is close to you and you've been talking, you're not bullying, you're not like, fine, you don't have to spoil the child by, pampering the child. But as much as possible, try to make
bring
that
a bond.
Bring a bond, share a bond. Even tell the child that this man can go as far as telling you, don't tell your mommy.
Yes,
if you tell your mommy, you will die. Don't mind them, you will not die. You tell them ahead of time. So when they hear that, what you have told them already will ring a bell. We have shined the other one the man is saying to them. You tell them, don't mind them. You see this man, like I told my daughter one day, I say, you see some of these men that want to spoil children, they want to spoil the child's career. They want to end the child's destiny. I say, you see now, you say you want to become a medical doctor. Now you want to become a medical doctor. My dear, if this man, they will cut short your expectations, your vision. When they impregnate the child, I say your parents will push you away. All your siblings, your brothers will despise you. Then you will be there. The school you will not go. You won't continue your career. I showed them one movie I did. At the beginning of this year too. One movie I did that centered around kids. Centered around a man, growing up and wanted to become a medical doctor. And at the end of the day, he went to school and joined group. And the friend also wanted to become something as an engineer. So, and graduation. This guy graduated. The medical doctor didn't graduate. And he was so depressed. That depression can lead him to death. It can lead him to becoming something unimaginable tomorrow that does not profit the society, neither the family. I say, would you like that? I think you watched that film. It's a family movie. I allowed them watch. I said, do you? He said, God forbid. I said, that is what will happen when you allow any man touch you anyhow, touch your private parts, begin to tell you things or buy anything for you. They will cut short the girl's vision. I said, would you want to be a dropout? She said, God forbid. I said, okay, that is why you have to guide jealously yourself, your body, so that you will achieve what you want to achieve in life. So when you keep saying that, keep resounding it in a very friendly manner. Watch over, listen to her conversations. Listen to what they say.
Yes, that's true.
Listen to, when your girl child begins to hide certain things from you, she has started deviating from the normal thing. She has started doing something funny. Because at this stage now, 5 years, 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, 10 years, they are free. They have open minds. They can tell you anything. They don't even understand that certain things are wrong. They will just say it. That is why this boy was touching, smacking One day she told me that somebody smacked somebody's bum bum. A boy smacks a girl's bum bum, and the school expelled the boy. I said, good. You see it. So as little as smacking bum bum, they have seen that it's bad. But the way she said it
Casually.
To tell you that it wasn't like a grievous offense. But surprisingly, he was expelled. So the bottom line is, keep discussing with them. Open up a friendship, mother and girl relationship.
Okay.
When she talks about somebody is weighing somebody is telling somebody, I love you, I like you. You tell them, you say, don't mind them. This is how it is. This is how it is. But in those days, our parents will tell you.
No.
He said, if any boy touches you, you will become
You'll be
pregnant.
They told me that.
If any boy touches you,
you become pregnant. Yes.
They won't even say
tell you the main
exactly
thing.
This is where to touch and pregnancy will occur.
Yes, and I think that was actually one mistake they made.
But a lot of people, but he helped also. He made us more afraid of sex.
Men, yes.
And men than anything. In fact, we didn't know the areas to be touched and the pregnancy will occur. We know that if any man, it's just that when you now get to the higher institution, when you get to the higher institution, even the SS classes in secondary school, you don't own the authority of their bodies again or their minds. You don't own what they think again. Honestly, you will lose grip over what their minds, revolves what they think about. So that is why this is 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, up to 10 years, you still have
time.
You still have them in totality. Then 12, 13, 14, 15, wahala don't do. There are a lot of things they want to learn by themselves. There are a lot of things other girls will tell them. When a child starts menstruating, it's late already. Because if you have not been talking, she will not understand what you're saying until it happens.
Okay. So now we've talked about mothers. Let's talk about fathers. What role do you think they should play in guiding their girl child?
My dear, bringing up a child is a father and mother thing. That is why if you see a child single-handedly raised by a single parent, if you are not careful, a lot of things will be lagging.
Yeah, that's true.
Because there's a place of a father and there's a place of a mother. A mother cannot do everything. That fear. And the fathers, they are the ones that spoil these children. The fathers are the boys. The fathers are the men. So they knew a father will remember vividly what was happening with him at the age of 10. He knows at the age of 10, they've started sneaking out. He knows at the age of 15, they've already had girlfriends. Because they are the primary activists. They are the people that we are guiding these girls' children. So they may even know more than the mother. So it's good for a daddy, a father, to be very close to your girl child. Tell your girl child certain things. Do you know there are people who are so close to their girl children, fathers, to the extent that they even discuss deeper than they can discuss with their
mothers? That's true.
There are families like that. So the fathers are not left out in bringing up a girl child. In fact, tell them some of those. One man gave his daughter alcohol. He said, I will ask questions. Why would you give this child alcohol at this age? He said, let me be the first to give her alcohol. I don't want any man to take my child out and gives my child alcohol tomorrow, and the girl will start misbehaving, or the girl will see it as a big deal. He said, let me tell her, I want to teach her that there's nothing in this alcohol. Though it was in a very difficult way. Because it just didn't make sense. You can't teach a child not to value or take alcohol from men by giving the child alcohol. That is wrong. But anyway, to him, I don't want to condemn him. That is what he feels. He's also passing a message. And the child may also understand the message the daddy is passing. Do you understand? So the father has a lot of jobs to do. Look at this. Don't be too busy
for your child.
Don't feel like you're the man here.
Yeah.
And because if anything happens, they said if a girl child is going wrong, they said it's your mother. But if the girl is making upper classes, first classes, I say that's my daughter. Like father, like daughter. But if they say, is it not your daughter? See your daughter. It's as if you went somewhere to bring the daughter for him. It's what he gave you. So now as a father, please put your eyes down. A father should put his eyes down. Look at, you may even see farther than the woman.
Yeah, that's true.
You may see farther than the woman as a father. Because you know it when a girl child starts smiling.
Yes. Men will understand.
You will understand.
Yes, that's true.
When a child, when you stay like this, you smile. Nobody knows. Somebody may be watching you. Say, are you crazy? But something is making you smile. That's when relationship, at that age, is very delicate. Is when they hear a lot. So tell them, it's better than hitting the child when the mistake is already made. You want to kill the child. That means you've not really done your homework well from the beginning. You've not done it well from the beginning. Because though you could also put in your best and the child still gets out. That one, I see it that it runs in the blood. Because if something runs in the blood, it takes God to change it.
Okay.
That is why you see a very good child brought up from a family home by Christian
people,
families.
Good family background.
Wonderful family background. And she goes out there and you see her messing up. That one, it may not be entirely the society. Because if you can attribute it to the society, that means you've not done your homework well. Because when they get to the university level, my dear, they think for themselves. There is little or nothing you can do. You only begin to modify what you have instigated. So if you've not instigated good morals, there is nothing to modify. But if you've done that, you now keep reminding, remember. And at that point, the child will always remember the mother's, the father's warning. You will always remember, my father told me this. My mother told me this. But if you've not done your homework well, some parents are too busy for their children.
Yeah, that's true.
So they miss to tell their children some of these things. And when they get to the university level, you want to advise your child. What are you advising? The oil is already spilled. What are you advising? You only improve on the qualities you have instigated, you have put in her already. You now improve on it by constantly reminding her. And believe me, she won't go too far, like into the negative parts.
Okay. So now, assuming you have instilled good morals on your child, and then your child now deviates from those good morals.
Yes.
Now, as a parent, how do you call that child back when you know that child is now an adult and can make decisions for herself?
If you have instigated good morals, I said something close to that if you have given good morals already and the child turns out to be something else, if it does not run in the blood, because there are a lot of things we do today we don't know is a bloodline. You don't know is transferable. You have transferred through a blood pattern. There are a lot of parents today, they have embraced Christ, for example. They are now born again Christians. But when they were growing up, they did
a lot of things.
A lot. They did a lot of they committed a lot of atrocities. Maybe it runs in the blood. You can use what happened to you to advise your child because you don't want her to go your way because you now know the truth. But sometimes you see that child. I've seen a woman, a girl child, a grown-up, that when she was growing up, she despised the mother so much. She didn't like the mother because of the mother's excesses, because of the mother was doing a lot of wrong things. But do you know, this girl grew into a lady and found herself, doing those things the mother did. So what can you say? Will you say the mother didn't instigate good morals? The mother must have tried because no woman will be totally wrong, bad from beginning till the end. At some point of her life, she will, come to the truth, to know the truth that this is wrong and this is right. But because that runs in It's a blood pattern. It runs in the blood. You see the child begins, even St. Paul, I think Paul said, those things I don't want to do, I find myself doing them. Blood pattern is only God that will help. Okay. But outside that, if you have said enough, if you have brought up enough to see your girl child behave well, and you see her not behaving well, maybe the environment there is stronger than what you have done. The environment. That is why sometimes you ask the question, when do you think we should stop training a girl child? It may not stop, but there is a point of training, and there is a point of improvement, and there is a point of establishment. When the child is established, you keep, even you, as you're married now, your mother will still want to.
You still want to. She still has a lot of things to say.
She still wants to tell you.
She still wants to advise.
She still wants to advise you. But at this point, unfortunately, what you didn't learn there, you pick. You now have opportunity to pick. This is what I want to do. Though mommy said this, but no, I don't think mommy is right.
You now have a choice.
You now have a choice. Yeah. So, my dear, it's prayers. It's prayers, because it's not easy. That is why you see some pastors' children messing up, living a wayward life.
I think that's another topic for another day. Time is not a friend. Time is not a friend. Just like they say, just when you're enjoying the conversation, time will just run. Of course. Thank you so much for coming. I've really enjoyed today's discussion. Well, just like our guests have said, both father and mother, you both have a part to play in bringing up your children, especially the girl child. And I actually I indulge you all to please put your eyes on the ground. Of course. Don't leave the responsibility for the mothers alone. No. And please, fathers, take good care of your girl child. Mothers too, don't be too busy for your child. Just like our guests have said, no time is too small to start training a child. This is where we draw the curtains of today's amazing episode of On This Table. I would like to hear from you. I would like to hear what you have to say about today's topic. Until next time, my name is Joy Dixon. Do not forget to download our Kingsprimetv app. Go to your Google Store or your iOS store and download the Kingsprimetv app. This is where I say bye.